As this 2K is being somewhat different from all the other 2Ks we had, the dribbling system is way different. Doing crossovers are not the same as usual. Look, for all my people who got current gen NBA 2K21, I already dropped a video on how to do this. Make sure you go click the link in the description so you can watch the video. But if you want more specific moves to try to do, even though the game is not the same fully, but the actual dribbling system is the same, make sure you guys watch this video. But today I'm going to be giving you Curry slide combinations. First of all, I'm going to teach you how to do the Curry slide. Then I'm going to show you different combinations to use with the Curry slide. For right now, I'm going to show you the basics. But you can end up turning the basics to advanced stuff and start cooking up in the park. But look, first thing I need you guys to do is drop a like if y'all want a full-length dribble tutorial, a full-length 15 to 20 minute dribble tutorial for you boys, and I drop that easily for current gen and next gen. It will be a mixture of both. That's the reason why I'll be somewhat 20 minutes. Give us to maybe 200 likes. 200 likes. But look, as me actually working around trying to figure out what's the best signature styles in the game, dribble moves, whatever you want to call them, bro, I think I have them. Out of that last video that y'all seen about a week ago, I changed my SIGS already. I changed my SIGS. I'm looking for new stuff all the time. So look, my dribble style changed to quick. My rhythm dribble is Tim Hardaway. Then we have Pro 1 package for my basic size up, Pro 2 for my size up escape, and that is the main key to get Curry. To do the Curry slide, all you need is a size up escape package that is Pro 2. But for anybody that's watching this video, y'all know the best moving crossover is Pro 2. The best behind the back is Pro 3, Pro 5, or Pro 6, whatever you want to pick. But my basic spin, y'all know basic 1 is a GOAT. That's the GOAT spin. But look, these are the two things that you're going to need on this actual tutorial. All you really need is Pro 1 basic size up and size up escape package Pro 2. That's all you're going to need. To start this off, I know y'all should somewhat know the basics. As you know, how older the 2Ks was, you used to flick your right stick to do dribble moves. Now you flick and hold to do certain combinations. So first thing I'm gonna start off with doing is showing y'all how to do Curry. Curry, for this, you're going to hold your right stick diagonally down to the opposite ball hand. So if the ball is in my left hand, I'm going to diagonally hold it to the right, to the bottom right, to do the move. If I want to go with the opposite hand, if it's in my right hand, I'm going to diagonally left and hold it, not flick, hold it. If you end up flicking it, it's going to give you a regular behind the back like hezzy move, but it's going to be a regular behind the back. But that was something simple. That was the basics of you needing to know. That is the number one thing you need to know. You don't need to know anything else. First, it's the Curry. That Curry slide is the main part. But when we get to the next move, it is the behind the back Curry. So with the behind the back Curry, this move is very smooth. All you're gonna do is basically somewhat as the Curry slide, you're gonna flick your right stick diagonal down. Remember, flick your right stick diagonally down. Then you're gonna hold your right stick diagonally down to the opposite ball hand, and you'll get this animation every single time. So if I want to actually go right to left, I'm going to flick my right stick diagonally down to the right, and then I'm going to hold my right stick diagonally down to the left to do the behind the back Curry slide. So anybody that's going to ask me how you go back and then you do go with the other way, that is how you do it. For all my guys that want to try this, please make sure you go to the controller settings. Please make sure that your controller setting is on default. Please. Because if you're not on default, you will not be able to do any of these moves. It doesn't matter what dribble package you put on. If you got dribble moves only, right now, if you have dribble moves only, take it off, because that's keeping you from doing Curry. It's keeping you from doing rhythm dribbles, and you be trying like, oh, how the heck I can't do aggressive behind the back, stuff like that. But the next dribble move, I'm going to show you the between the legs Curry. To do the between the legs animation, all it is flicking your right stick to the opposite ball hand, left or right. That's all you gotta do. But to actually activate the Curry is literally the same thing. Y'all might get the hang of what I'm saying when it comes to actually doing combos with this type of standstill type of movement. As I'm flicking my right stick to the opposite ball hand, say if the ball is in my right hand, I'm going to flick it to the left. Then once I activate the Curry by doing diagonally down right, I will get that small quick little combo. With these SIGS I got on, bro, when I say I move so much faster, that's why a lot of people was asking me how's my 6'7" moving that fast. Like, bro, even though a 6'7" jump shot is somewhat slower, the movement on a 6'7", it doesn't feel much different from a guard as of what I'm on right now. As me being on a 6'4" guard, my 6'7" dribbles seem at the same speed as my 6'4". But look, the next move I want to give y'all guys is the crossover. As y'all know, in the other 2Ks, to do a crossover, it was left-right. Now, in this 2K, to do a crossover, you have to flick your right stick up. So, to do a crossover, you flick your right stick up. You can practice this, but you need to figure out what hand the ball is in. So, if the ball is in my right hand, and I flick my right stick up, I'm gonna put the ball in my left hand, and then I'm gonna end up doing curry by holding the right stick down to the opposite ball hand. That's every time. When you trying to do that, you have to actually pay attention. But also, with doing this, you need to practice with going between the legs with the crossover sometimes, or between the legs behind the back, then with a curry to mix it up. That's when you get into the more advanced stuff. Once you get down the flicks of how to do between the legs, a crossover, and a behind the back regularly, you'll be able to throw the curry in there somewhat here and there, and then you'll be able to get easy buckets and somewhat easy threes. But a lot of people ask me about this move right here. All I'm doing is holding my right stick to the right and holding my right stick to the left. I'm not flicking it, I'm literally holding it right to left, right to left. It's literally like a crossover 16 bounce animation. But I noticed in the newest 2K, they literally slowed down aggressive behind the back. Cause I went back to curry engine to see the difference between doing a curry, then doing an aggressive behind the back right after. It's definitely slowing down. They definitely slowing it down. But first thing you're gonna end up doing is hitting the curry move based on where the ball hand is. And then you're gonna hold your left stick to the direction that you wanna go to while flicking diagonally down to the right or left based on where you are on the court or based what hand you started with. But one thing people forget, this is one thing people forget when they end up trying to do this type of move. You have to pause for a quick second. So if you want to do this move, you do the curry, then you pause for a quick second, then you hit the behind the back. You don't try to curry, then do the behind the back, because it's not going to give you a smooth animation at every time. It's going to falsely end up giving you like a fumble, slight wrong animation to actually do a different, like a crossover or between the legs animation. So anybody be like, okay, I tried to do it and get me a regular between the legs animation. That means you have to wait that quick second to actually pull this off. But anybody just want to learn how to do the actual sham guide, all it is, if I do a curry, I do the behind the back. To do the sham guide, all I do is to flick my right stick to the opposite ball hand. But for anybody that's asked me, do you have to hold R2 to do this sham guide? Do you have to hold R2 to do explosive behind the back? No, you do not have to hold R2 for none of these dribble moves that I'm doing. But on the actual behind the back, it does work better if you hold R2. But for all my guys that has next gen, even with current gen, let me know if some of these SIGs work for y'all. Let me know if these dribble moves are gonna help you get open. Cause bro, for me, I've been getting buckets with these. Like, I've been really going crazy with these SIGs. Hopefully you guys enjoy these dribble moves. Hopefully you guys enjoy these combos that I gave to y'all. Let's get 200 likes for a full length dribble tutorial. And if y'all want that spin back, I got y'all. Make sure you drop a like on the video. It been your man ChaMoma, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.